'88 The Burg, your music central. It's another day, another beautiful day of Ort and the Bear coming to you from all over the state during this pandemic where we are remote accessing in, thanks to our genius engineer back in Ellensburg, Elliot. It's Peyton Barron's Will Ortner here. Will, happy Thursday. Happy Challenge Thursday.
Yes, sir. Glad to be here. I do feel a little guilty, though.
Why is that?
Well, I'm not going to name the name of the person, but they may or may have not challenged me to do something today, and I may or may not have skirted the ability to do said challenge.
You denied somebody's challenge?
Yeah, well, I just didn't really want to do it, and, like a normal person would say they didn't want to do it. I just ignored it and pretended that it didn't exist.
Does the big Will not like to confront his problems in human-to-human interactions?
Yeah, and then I also forget. Like, there's a lot of times I just forget, or like I try to run out the clock, and then once it's too late for someone to come up with a second idea or try to convince me to do something, then I say no. Like, if I'm going to go out with my buddies, I'll wait, like, hey, we're meeting at this place at 10. Well, at 9:59, I'll text and be like, sorry, can't make it.
You know what, Will? I found the reason that you're single. You are an all-time ghoster. Congratulations. We got down to the problem.
I mean, it's not on purpose.
It is on purpose.
Well, I mean, okay. Sometimes it's on purpose. Sometimes it's on accident. Look, dude, CTE is real. I've had some issues, okay?
You can't say that on air and then expect to be able to play football next season.
Yeah, I can. I'll just forget that I said it. Isn't that the beauty of what the issue is?
Don't worry, dude. Gronkowski has a cure for your CTE.
Yeah, but I don't think that's legal in the NCAA. Only in the NFL.
All right, Will, I want to jump into this first topic here where before we get into the Challenge Thursday that's coming at the bottom of the hour, make sure you're sticking around all hour long. We got some fun stuff for you. But everyone seems to be baking banana bread. It's sweeping the nation. It's because everybody has all this time at home. It's easy. It's like 3 ingredients or something. I wouldn't know. I don't bake it. I just consume it when it is available in my house. But I've had so many desserts during this pandemic because people have time to bake. So we're going to get into the all-time debate of top dessert choices. Now, if I granted you a genie in a bottle that was Guy Fieri, and he could make you any dessert. He was the genie coming out of the bottle, and he said, bam, I'll give you whatever dessert you want. You're going to Flavor Town. What dessert are you asking Guy for?
Well, first, the best banana bread out there is made by the great Tom Ortner. I just want that very clear. It's a Christmas tradition here in the Ortner house.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yes. Yeah, so if you're nice, maybe you'll get some.
Yeah, I'll send you my mailing address. You can FedEx that bad boy over.
I got you. What can Brown do for you? When I'm going all time, I'm a big sucker for like an ice cream cake. I'm not gonna lie. I like if I'm gonna be fat, I'm gonna be double fat. Like, give me the ice cream, give me the cake, give me whipped cream, give me like some strawberries on top. So I'm probably going with an ice cream cake. That was usually a staple for my birthdays.
See, there's better cake out there than an ice cream cake, and two that I look to particularly is like when you go to Safeway, they got the cake that's got the little strawberry filling in it, but then they put real strawberries in that bad boy, and that's some good cake right there. But the number one cake is cheesecake, and that's a fact. There's so many different things you can do with it. A little plain cheesecake, maybe some blueberry, some huckleberry, a little strawberry on that thing. You go to the Cheesecake Factory, you can get any flavor of cheesecake that you want.
Shocking. From the Cheesecake Factory, they make good cheesecake? I would have never guessed.
Yeah, it's a factory for cheesecake. And they do have other things, but everything else, super mediocre.
Interesting. Well, actually, as someone who's been to New York and had authentic New York-style cheesecake, I'm also a big fan of cheesecake. It's good. There's a lot of different things you can do with it. Now, it's not my go-to, but if someone's offering cheesecake, that's a good 2, maybe 3 on my choice of cakes. I love a good red velvet as well. There's nothing wrong with a good red velvet.
So now let's talk cookies for a quick second here.
I love cookies.
Everyone loves cookies, and whether you go from dough or just like seared cookies, maybe a rare cookie, medium rare. Look, I grade my cookies the same way I do steak. I like them really rare and like kind of underdone, almost to the point to where you need a fork to get them off the plate and into your mouth. That's the best way to do cookies. If you give me some well-done cookie, it's like I'm eating shoe leather, just like a burnt steak.
Yeah, it's no good. The perfect cookie is right out of the oven, too, so it's still kind of melty, and it just melts in your mouth. Good chocolatey goodness. Look, it's pretty hard to screw up a cookie. If I can make good cookies, anybody can make good cookies.
You know what? That's something that I want to know. If our fans out there, if anybody listening has good cookie recipes, send them our way. Hit our DMs, and then we will have Will for a Challenge Thursday try and bake a dessert on air. I think that would be a great Challenge Thursday. Get him in the kitchen, mixing stuff up in a little bowl. It's gonna be a good one.
I thought people were gonna send me their cookie and I was gonna eat it. I thought that was gonna be the challenge. That's the challenge I want.
No, I want to make you sweat a little bit, but don't go anywhere. Challenge Thursday is coming up next. It's Ort and The Bear right here on 88.1 The Burg, your Music Central. 88.1 The Burg, your Music Central. It's another day of Ort and The Bear here, and it's a happy Thursday here for this beautiful Challenge Thursday. Now, we're bringing out an oldie but a goodie. We love making Will eat food. One of these days, I'm going to incorporate like a spicy wing challenge because I feel like this guy likes some hot wings over there. I can see him puckering up a little bit. Today, we are going to do the Saltine challenge. Will, why don't you explain to us the Saltine challenge for those who don't know it at home?
Yeah, so it's basically you get 5 saltine crackers, no water. You have a minute to try and finish it. It's supposed to be impossible. But so is the cinnamon challenge, and I murdered that. So bring it on.
Yeah, you did extremely well on the cinnamon challenge, and I'm going to get my timer ready to go over here on this end so that I can make sure to have accurate timing of you while you go on this endeavor. I see that you have a towel tucked into your shirt. Are you at a fancy French restaurant?
No, this is the towel that we use to wipe my dog's feet off when it's wet outside and he gets muddy so that he doesn't track mud in the house. I've been told by an unnamed dictator in my house that if I spill anywhere, I will have to clean it up myself. And as I am not one to vacuum, I have chosen my towel as a catcher of sorts.
All right, well, I'm excited to do this. Are you ready?
Yeah, is it on? So is it on my go? Like as soon as I shove it in my mouth, it's on
I will give you a 3, 2, 1 go, and then I will start my timer, and I will update you on time. I want you to give me a play-by-play on what's going on inside those taste buds and inside the cheeks, okay?
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. All 5 at once.
Boom.
So Will went for the strategy of all 5 at once, shot out a little bit of crummage right at the start. I don't think he's 20 seconds in. You got 40 seconds to work those bad boys down. How's it taste? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking it would taste like too. We don't want to see that. You got 20 seconds to get those crackers down. You're not going to get it? 15 seconds. You went.
I only even got 1 down.
Well, you went all 5 at once. How do you know? It should all be goop by now.
It isn't.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time.
I did it.
Open up and show. No, it's in your cheeks. You can see it in the cheeks.
No, man, that's just my chew.
Will, all of your secrets hide in your cheeks. Do you know that?
I tried to use the beard to cover it, but it didn't work.
So you failed. This is the first challenge you failed in a while. You've done pretty good on challenges in the past. You put up some Hall of Fame numbers. let's say you're well over 60% on your challenges. How are you accepting defeat today?
Well, I'm just disappointed for the Willettes, the Will Hive. Those of you who follow me, I'm sad to have let you down. On the bright side, I don't think I made too much of a mess, so I'm going to call the dog over so that he eats it and I don't have to vacuum.
Now, do you have the box of saltines near you?
Yeah.
How many calories did you just consume in that 60-second span?
Oh, that's a snack. That's 70.
Per
So
cracker?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I think. I don't know. It's in Spanish. Hold on.
We'll find the English version on the box.
Datos de nutrition. Oh, no. Maybe it's 5 of them are 70.
Okay.
I can't tell, man.
That's not that bad.
Oh, here's the English version. I found it.
Okay, numbers are also, Spanish.
Yeah, so I just ate 70 calories worth of crackers.
70
So
calories.
honestly, that's not that bad for me. We're being honest right here. Look, I've been known to go and buy like those little pack of 6 donuts. Mom, stop listening. And then I go and I mash them in like an hour.
So one of the eating feats that I used to be able to do in high school that I can't even come close to now is like after high school, me and a group of friends, we go down to like Little Caesars and we all buy a pizza because they're $5 a piece. So we each get our own, and I'd have no problem eating that whole thing. 24-year-old Peyton cannot do that anymore.
Oh, dude, 22-year-old Will could eat at least one, probably another half.
Oh, God.
Like if I'm really getting after it, I could crush that thing. That's no problem. I mean, like, there's a reason why I'm 300 pounds, and that's because, one, no self-control. If there's any kind of sweets in the house, I'm eating it. And two, it's a never-ending pit. If it is anywhere near and around me, it's getting in my belly. That's basically how it goes down.
So you're the guy who finishes your plate and then everyone else's plate at the table as well?
No, that is the one time. I do have a little shame about my eating habits. So if I'm out at like a party, so like if we're at like a Burg party, like all the Burg people are around, I will not eat, especially if it's pasta. I will not eat. And then I'll go home and gorge myself. But if it's just like me or like me and you, since we're buds, I don't have a problem gorging myself in front of you.
You're a very complex human being, Will.
I have a lot of rules that I live by. They make me what I am today.
88.1 The Burg, your music central. It's another day of Ort and The Bear. And on this show, we like to talk about the mysterious. We talk about, sometimes things we don't know, sometimes things we want to experience. And the Pentagon released 3 UFO videos that were taken by U.S. Navy pilots over about the last 15 to 20 years, somewhere in that range. And, I've always been a firm believer in aliens. Will, how have you ever felt about, intelligent life forms outside of the planet Earth?
Neutral about it.
What about now that you've seen these videos? Does that change your mind at all?
I still haven't seen them yet. Look, I'm not big on the conspiracy theory thing. Like, I don't buy into the Denver airport thing. So I'm neutral about it.
What's the Denver airport thing? That's new. I like conspiracies. I've never heard of that. What's that?
I think it's Bob Lazar. I think that's his whole bit. I think it used to be on Netflix, but basically the whole thing is under the Denver airport, there's like this big, gigantic bunker. It's supposed to be like bigger than New York City or something like that. And that's where like if the aliens came down and they Independence Day'd us, that's where the president would go to hide. But then it's cool. But the conspiracy theory is that there's like a whole like basically we would City of Ember ourselves. If you've ever read that book where they go down and they live underground for a long time.
I love this idea. This sounds great.
Really? You want to become a mole person?
Sure, dude. It sounds better than what I'm doing right now.
It is what you're doing right now.
But I want to do it underground, Will.
Why? You'll never know what the sun looks like. Then we'll all be super pale and be vitamin D deficient.
Do you
want to be vitamin D deficient?
You're super pale. Do you live underground?
First off, that's offensive. I'm Irish, you big jerk. Second off, I am vitamin D deficient, so how dare you attack me for my disabilities?
So, I think it's cool that the Pentagon's kind of acknowledging that, and let's be real. Anything that, if you see something flying in the air and you don't know what it is, that is a UFO. Whether it's a drone or, a blimp, if it's unidentified, that makes it a UFO. Now, we don't, obviously, these are UFOs because we don't know what they are. But the fact that it's been like 20 years and we still don't know what they are and they never showed up on anyone's flight maps or anything and they accelerated out of the sky like one pilot said, like he's never seen before. I love this. I'm so sold on aliens, and one of these days they're going to come down and just kill us all, and I'm waiting for that day.
No, see, that's why I'm neutral. I'm on the fence because if they are real, I'll immediately jump to the aliens are good, and I can support
100%
them.
I'll bandwagon the aliens.
Yes, I can. I bandwagon 90% of what my life is.
Yeah. No,
that's how you're successful. Isn't that all politics is?
That should be the game plan, is you want to bandwagon on the aliens so that you're not one of the probed humans. I don't want to get probed by aliens.
I don't know. Maybe I do want to get probed. I want to figure out what's going on.
Look, only you
What if it feels good, Peyton? What then?
Only you can answer that question, whether or not you're ready to be probed by aliens. I'm not going to answer that for you. I don't want to be probed by aliens. I know that for a fact, but I do want to talk to aliens. And here's my one thing with Hollywood and how they portray aliens. Every time alien life forms come down, how come they can always speak English?
I never really thought about that. Well, no, like in District 9, don't they just like mumble?
But we always understand them, or there's subtitles. Somebody is understanding what these aliens are saying, or they're just speaking flat out English. Like E.T. Oh, no.
Never saw it.
Oh, my God.
Look, I'm just saying, like maybe, okay, so think about it like this. We have Rosetta Stone for like Spanish and French. Maybe they have Rosetta Stone Earth. If they're so like advanced that they can get here, who knows? Maybe they have like, it's taught to them. Maybe it's a dead language, like Latin.
See, and I also wonder if we're just like in a fishbowl down here and they're just chilling out there like, ha, look at those things. Just moving around, not even leaving that planet.
I mean, that would be kind of funny. The space exploration and that stuff is super interesting because there's just thousands upon thousands of planets, millions, and all kinds of different galaxies. So I'm sure there's some kind of intelligent life out there. I just hope the ones that find us like me and then give me options. Like, do I want to go to their alien planet? Do I want to get probed? Can I be the ambassador to the world?
See, like, why is the first, like, when everyone thinks, like, oh, no, aliens are coming, that they all want to kill us? Maybe these guys just want to go grab a beer. Maybe they're like, yo, they have lots of Bud Light down there. I want to try that.
They fly in and they're just like, what is this cheesecake you guys have been speaking of?
Exactly. And we can teach them so much about our culture, and they can become culturally adapted to Americans and the world by like doing saltine challenges and eating spoonfuls of cinnamon. They could learn so much from this show that I think we're writing off aliens way too fast as a civilization.
I agree. And if there are any aliens, I hope that they support this show. However, I do kind of get why people are nervous of them, because if we look back at history, any time a new civilization has either traveled to another place by boat or by horseback, usually it leads to the natives thinking like we do, where they're like, oh, we can introduce them to so many cool things like our gold and stuff. And then Hernan Cortez kills the Aztecs. So I kind of get both sides. I'm just saying.
Look, I don't want to write these aliens off until they do something wrong. the day that an alien comes down, and if they put one laser beam through a human, that that's where we draw the line.
What if their human being deserved it? Like, what if they put a laser beam through Harvey Weinstein? I might still be pro-alien.
You're making points that I didn't think of just yet. Hats off to you for that, but we're running out of time here, so I think that we should just call it today. We covered cheesecake. We covered the Saltine Cracker Challenge. We covered UFOs. I'm glad to be here with you guys every single day. For that, till tomorrow, it's another beautiful day here on 88.1 The Burg, your Music Central.
Love you, Mom.